Hey, there's his chair.
Maybe you just be holding the phone and say, okay, hang up, and then look at.
Good morning. I'm Gene Taylor, Chairman of the St. Croix. We'd like to welcome the opportunity to participate in the Bureau's bicentennial project here with Dorothy Davidson, whom we've known for a long time, of course. Located here in the northwestern part of the state of Wisconsin, along the St. Croix River, the border between Minnesota and Wisconsin, of course. We have 8 villages here in these four northwest counties. We have operating here in this facility, out of this facility, of course, all of our tribal operations. We have 3 other community centers in the other major population areas at Maple Plains, Big Round Lake, and Danbury. We hope to get a chance to have you visit these areas and see them. Some of the things that are of prime interest that our people are doing right now, of course, is the rice area here on all of our waters. Most of all of our villages, of course, are located on water, and primarily this is where we are right now, and all of our villages are located on primarily large lakes and rivers in the area. We're fortunate that the majority of them are yet unspoiled and clean. One of the projects that we're doing right now down at Big Round Lake and at Danbury and at Clam is developing some campgrounds and developing some of the other historical aspects of the area, and which I think Gene and Bill will probably get into later. We have here some 20 activities ongoing. The Tribal Council, of course, is the major sponsor of all of these programs. We do have our own construction company, and I think you'll be talking to some folks later about that. So this time then I think I would like to introduce Gene Connors, who will moderate some of the activities here in the building and go through the tribal operations with you.
Hi, I'm Gene Connors. Thanks, Gene. Like your clip.
Okay.
Gene has mentioned Boshaw Lake, Sand Lake, and several of the other lakes. Probably one of the most historic lakes mentioned in Warren is Rice Lake. Rice Lake and Clam Lake. Where in the heck? Oh, Clam Lake is way over here. One of the 2 first villages that were settled by the Chippewa in this area. Yellow Lake, we don't have represented right here, but later on I'll mention Yellow Lake. One of the largest Indian villages was present there when the white man first came. These threads on the map represent rice beds, rice camps, old settlements, burial mounds, and then the reservation property itself. I think one of the most unique things about the St. Croix band or tribe is that we're so widespread. There's about 40 miles in between each one of the what we call communities that make up the tribe. And communications, logistics, and our everyday way of life is, you might say, hindered and also enhanced by this difference in distance. It isn't like living on one reservation having one road to and from any place. Here we have 15 or 20 roads to and from the wheel or the hub here at Sand Lake. The
Okay, now
we have Sand Lake here. This is a different Sand Lake. This is in Barron County. We have the Maple Plains Reservation, one of the four principal communities in the St. Croix tribe. This is located near Cumberland, Wisconsin. And you'll notice that it has its rice beds and a thoroughfare, a lake running through the Sand Lake. I mean, the river's running through Sand Lake. And as I said, the Sand Lake, the principal headquarters here, tribal government in the old days was a little bit different and possibly a little less complicated than what it is today. The facilities we have here at Sand Lake hardly afford us the convenience to run most of these programs. I think that when we see or take a picture or the picture of Round Lake, you'll see that many of these tribal governmental organizational things done by the tribe have to be split up among the communities. We have a program on alcoholism that's administered out of the Round Lake community. The Community Action Program, that's out of the Great Lakes Intertribal Council, administered by the center here. We're in the process of building campgrounds. I think Gene mentioned that, at Round Lake and at Danbury. We also have a funding out of CETA for many of the work and education programs. The CHR program is funded out of the Great Lakes Intertribal Council. We have a daycare center here, which we'll see, a dental unit, elderly feeding, we'll also see that, and a food stamp worker where food stamps are distributed here in the community. We have the forestry program, housing, Head Start, Indian Health, ITAC, which you'll see, a library program, the MCH program, that's funded out of the Great Lakes Intertribal Council, the NIAAA, that's the youth program, Indian alcohol and drug abuse program. We have the Yabens Construction Company, the Area Agency of Aging, SEP program, youth services, homeschool coordinators. We have two. We have 2 school districts and 2 homeschool coordinators there. The Webster School District and the Siren School District. And now we also have committees. Education, hunting and fishing, housing authority, health, the planning committee, daycare, and then, of course, our different youth groups. This is a much more complicated system than we find, even in this tribe, 20 years ago. 100 or 200 years ago, this was unheard of.
One that's okay.
They told us what they except the end of the 6 hours.
We're gonna have for one close shot. Oops, Reggie. Okay. Which one? Okay.
Hello, my name is Dorothy Taylor. I'm one of the cooks for Upper St. Croix Elderly Feeding Program. This program has been in operation about 4 years. Over here is my partner, Dolores Taylor. And this program is funded through Great Lakes Intertribal and in part from a grant from the Wisconsin Department on Aging. We're funded to feed 24 seniors per day, and I don't know. We generally have pretty good attendance, although I don't know what else. We even have some people vacationing up here that stop in and eat. Okay. Well, the people are going to start coming in about 10 minutes, so I have to get back to work. Bye. Don't clap. That's
You're gonna have to do it after me. No. Okay, like, go away and ask just grab that they introduced the people who are here.
See, women are going to go down in history now.
Yeah, you could do it. I'll ask him, okay? I'll ask him quick. Is that ready to go? Oh, I thought it was.
After 35 years on base. Okay, that would make it there. Is there a microphone going? No. Somebody could introduce you, or she could just come, each one of you, and you just do it. My camera.
Just go to each one, Mrs. Taylor, and look at the camera, okay?
Are we supposed to do this spontaneously, or are you going to call on us? Are we supposed to do this spontaneously, or are you going to call on us?
I'll do her in, and then you. Oh, when I go like this, I'm ready for it.
Go to Harriet first.
Just
Their commodities.
Angeline Bearhart. That's all I want to say. I don't think she wants.
Say your name.
I'm one of the ladies eating commodities.
You better say your name.
Jane Arbuckle.
Diane.
And where I'm from, huh?
Yeah. And how do you like the food, I guess?
You ready? I'm Helen Gillis from Scottsdale, Arizona, and the food's delicious.
Maria Edwards from Terre Haute, Indiana, and I want to add the food is delicious.
Sue Haig from Big Sand Lake, and the dinner is superb.
I'm Mrs. Barr from Big Sand Lake. Dinner couldn't be better.
Oh, Mrs. Jenkins from Terre Haute, Indiana, and the food is delicious. Did you get it, honey?
How are you going to be a future senior citizen?
What is it?
Did you say you're going to be a future senior citizen?
We know.
After the senior citizens have completed their meals, we have a training school up here where the younger people come in and they donate to the seniors citizens fund, and they also have a chance to eat.
We could take Bucky's dinner to her. Well, they told me. They told me.
Okay. Hello, my name is Bill Arbuckle. I'm the director of the St. Croix ITAC Training Center. ITAC is a program funded through the Bureau of Indian Affairs in which the St. Croix Tribal Council negotiated a contract to set up a training program. This particular training program was set up to train individuals in the operation and maintenance of heavy equipment. Training is accomplished by utilizing 2 instructors, and 20 trainees are enrolled in the program this year. We're just starting the 2nd year of our contract with a new class of 20 trainees. The Tribal Council felt that to better utilize their construction company, they should have a training. The Tribal Council felt that one of their priorities was having a source of trained individuals to better manage, better operate, better utilize their construction company. So in doing so, they established this training center as a training center for the operation and maintenance of heavy equipment. The training is accomplished through utilizing the garage area, which is fully equipped to handle just about anything that may arise in our maintenance part of it. Excuse me. In the in the operational part of it, we are utilizing training projects that will also improve recreational facilities, that type of thing, on the reservation. At the present time, one of the projects that we have is putting in a road on the Sand Lake reservation. In addition to this, we also utilize a training field in which individuals can go out. The survey group can go out, survey, lay out a road to be constructed by the trainees. Once the road is complete, cutting, grading, so on and so forth, they'll turn around, cover it up, and then construct another road. All of the students that we have at the present time come from the reservation here, the St. Croix Reservation. This year we have our first lady operator. She's doing very well, and I think that given some time she'll be able to operate with no problems. Pat.
patches the other day. Fire now. Big deal in there? Are you sure you're running the right thing again?
Sound won't come through because of the engine. Yeah. The engine is there, and I don't have that special little mic with us.
This is Karen Lessard. She works on ice casting. ITEC Training Center, and how do you like it? It is, good training, working on the cat, and doing this road, and putting the sunflower for the caterpillar. It is okay. Working with the guys is okay. They don't bother. I don't know very much about it.
I didn't want to do that because I'm going to come back to you now. Okay, now.
Working on the cat.
Yeah. Yeah, you've got a woman on your crew? How is that working out?
Real good. She's doing real good for a girl, and quite surprising. She's getting onto it pretty good. I think she'll make a pretty good operator. I think she's enjoying it too, aren't she? It takes a little while, but she's catching on.
Okay. Do you think it's appropriate for the training center to take on a road or a project such as this?
Well, it will be a big project with the amount of equipment we got and personnel. But if we've got the time, I think we can do it.
Do you feel that we can get it to meet specifications that are set up by the Department of Transportation?
Yes, I think we can. We've got drawings, and we've got some people that have some engineering background and surveying background that we should be able to do it with them people.
Mm-hmm. How about other projects? What do you have in mind? You know, where do you go from the road?
Well, we've got another project over here behind Anchor Inn. It's individual, which consists of a big 6 acres of grading and filling in a gravel pit. What else have we got? We've got the rifle range down here in the future.
Do you feel that these types of projects are appropriate to the type of training that you want to give the trainees?
Yes, because it covers a different field of things. It's not just road building, it's everything. It's grading and the whole works.
And this is the type of training that you're attempting to show the training?
Right, not just one thing, a different scope of it.
Will Cookie be learning to operate pieces of equipment other than, as she mentioned, the Caterpillar?
Yes, she'll be on the end loader, and hopefully she'll be on the road grader. And we've got a little dozer up there, but she'll be on that in the future.
Do you see any problems in, maybe I'm being repetitious, but do you see any problems in a girl joining this type of class, wherever it may be?
No, because girls are doing everything now. You see it in the papers. They're working on different construction sites. They're climbing telephone poles. They're doing everything.
Okay.
Open all the way this way. Should have a focus. Okay.